Alright, this is my third time doing this because I freaking screwed some stuff up with the camera, but thanks for coming again to watch the podcast. Uh, Dude, the second episode, man. Um, the amount of amazing things people have, told me, like I can't even say how happy it made me to get all those messages and to hear everything that people had to say about the podcast and stuff, man. I got a ton of messages from family, friends, acquaintances, old classmates, strangers, people I haven't talked to in years. It means a lot, dude. I've pretty much said that to everyone, but like just to know that people care about what I'm doing here, and that people want to be involved in this. It's a weird feeling, dude. Not a weird feeling. It's a really good feeling, but it's just hard to explain. But it's so good, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching and being involved and caring, because you know this is all it's all like a win-win. I wanna do this for me. It makes me happy to do this, to express myself, and if you can get something out of it, that's even better. That makes me feel so good that people feel like it's. So many people told me like they feel better after watching it. They feel like they know me better, and they have a good understanding of things, even though it's been one proper episode. you know that damn, dude, it means a lot, man. But yeah, my day has been pretty good. It's currently 2:23 a.m. Monday, August 16th. That I'm recording this. It's been 1 week of this podcast now, which is pretty crazy, because you know it used to be just a thought, and now I'm sitting here actually making it every day. Well, not every day, but I think about it every day, and I'm making the videos, and it's dope, dude. But yeah, I had a pretty good day. It was leg day, so my legs hurt like crazy. I just took a shower at 2 a.m. Okay, I took a shower. Shut up. I ate some kiwis. I cut some kiwis in half, and then I ate them with the spoon. Tasted so good. I love kiwis. Um, Played a bunch of video games. Read the freaking Seven Habits right there. In preparation for this video. 'Cause it's something I want to talk about in here. Uh, and yeah, I think I'll just get started, dude. Um, where is it at? Okay. Now, I don't know what people do when they watch my podcast. Are they like, I don't know if you're like working out, walking, just sitting in your bed, freaking listening to me, cleaning your room, whatever it is. You're gonna have to pay attention to the words I say, because a lot of the time when I'm listening to a video that's really long like this, I feel like sometimes I just tune out, and like I don't fully pay attention to what's being said. But I really want to share this with you, because it's so important. And I don't know what the title's gonna be, but it's gonna be something dramatic, and this is something dramatic, dude. Like it's crazy what I'm about to say. At least it's crazy to me. I don't know. We'll see what you think at the end. But whatever you're doing right now, just stop for a second and just think about this. I want you to try and think outside of yourself right now. Whatever you're doing, put yourself in the corner of your room and pretend like you're staring at yourself. Okay? Yeah. All right. Now, once you've done that, think about what mood you're in right now, and if you can identify it. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you mad? Whatever it is. Now think about how your mind is working. Think about, is it quick and alert? Are you paying attention right now? Whatever it is that you're thinking, feeling, or if you can, go up there and see yourself from the corner of the room. Now, I don't know if I even described that properly, but if you were able to do what I said, you just showed how you're self-aware. You showed yourself how you're self-aware. And you have self-awareness. And it's something, self-awareness is something that makes us different from animals, Because animals aren't self-aware. They can't do that. That's something that's unique to humans. We can put ourselves somewhere and see ourselves from someone else's point of view. And we can do things that... And that's why we have power over everything. That's why we're the dominant species in the world. Because we have that self-awareness. But, we can see ourselves. Literally and emotionally, we can see ourselves. And we can, if you watch the last episode, we can look at our own paradigms. Because that's something that animals also can't do. We can look at our own paradigms. We can say, all right, are they true? Are they wrong? Are they right? We can have an open mind. That's really what self-awareness is all about. But the next thing I want to talk about, it's keep that in mind, all right? It's determinism, and in psychology there are three different categories of determinism. The first determinism category is genetic, and that's when you say, the reason why I'm this way, the reason why my grandpa, he was all about filming and creativity. He made a bunch of movies and stuff and poems and books. So let's say my mom comes up to me, she's like, Umar, the reason why you're doing this, it's because your grandpa was creative like this. And that's why you're this way. You were determined by your grandfather. So that's what genetic determinism is, which that just seems kind of wrong. I don't feel like that's true. If someone were to say that to me, but the big argument is that with genetic determinism, that it's in your DNA, which obviously is BS. Now the next determinism category is psychic determinism, and that's the idea that I talked about it in the last episode. Your parents did it to you. The reason why I do this every day, or you do this every day, or you act this way is because your parents thought that way too, and that's why you're doing it. And we like to say that our parents determined who we are now. And I made that mistake in the last episode, or at least I think I did, and I was wrong about that. And I'll explain why, okay? But our parents do not determine who we are. Our upbringing does not determine who we are today, and why we it does kind of determine why we are the way we are, but our parents do not determine who we are. Okay, I freaking I messed all that up. I was going back and forth, but the next type of determinism, and the final one, is environmental, and that's when you say that someone or something else is the reason why this has happened to me, or that I'm this way. And it's like you attach the responsibility of something. No. You attach the reason for your being right now to someone or something in your present world. So, I don't know. The reason why I record podcasts is because I'm being held at gunpoint and someone's making me do it. Actually, that sucked, but whatever, dude. What I just described to you is part of this theory of stimulus and response. Okay, so the basic idea is that you respond in a certain way to a certain stimulus. It's really simple biology, it's really simple psychology. I'm sure people have heard of this before, but we're going to take it a step further than just the science part. Now in the book, Stephen Covey talks about someone named Viktor Frankl. I don't know if I said that name correctly, but basically this guy, Viktor Frankl, was I'm just gonna say it like that, okay? He was a Jew during World War II, and unfortunately he was in Germany, and he was put into the death camps and stuff, and it was there that his whole family was killed except one of his sisters, and he was put through, he was tortured. He was we can't even think about the things that happened to the Jewish people at the camps, but he went through a lot of trauma physically and emotionally and everything. But the Nazi captors couldn't take one thing away from him, and they could do whatever they wanted to his environment, his physical environment. They could do whatever they wanted to his body, but his basic identity still stayed the same, and he could decide, within himself how all these things that the Nazis were doing to him, he could determine how that would affect him, and he could choose how it would affect him. Because between what happened to him or the stimulus and his response to it, there was this freedom to choose. So he had the freedom to choose between what happened to him and what he was going to make of it. There was a space between it. So going back to what we did earlier, where you try to picture yourself in the corner of a room and to look at yourself, or to identify your emotion, that self-awareness is what this guy used to discover that principle about people, that between a stimulus and a response, there's the freedom to choose. Now, between stimulus and response, it's not only self-awareness that exists. There's also imagination, which is the ability in our minds to create beyond reality. There's also conscience. It's an awareness of right and wrong within you, and it has the awareness of your behavior and how your behavior is determined, and you have a sense of you have a sense of how much your actions and words are in harmony with your beliefs and your principles and your values. And then you have independent will, which is the ability to act on your self-awareness, and it's free of all the other influences. And again, animals don't have this. This is something that humans have. But yeah, we as humans, we're responsible for our own lives, and our behavior is because of our choices, not our conditions or our circumstances. Now, we've all heard of the word responsibility, but within that word, you can divide it into two. You can say responsibility, the ability to respond. And people who are proactive will recognize that responsibility, and they don't blame circumstances or conditions for the way they are and their behavior, because they know that their behavior is a product of their own choice and their own values, rather than a product of their conditions or that are based on feeling. So proactive people, they can see that, I chose to be this way, and the way I am right now, and the way I'm talking, the way I act, the way I behave, the way I think, is because of my own choice. And the difference between the other type of person that there is, other than proactive, is reactive. And reactive people, they don't see that. They don't say, okay, I chose to be this way, because they empower things to control them. That because, sorry, I'm stuttering. They have, by choice or by default, chosen to empower things to respond for them. You know, when they interact with the stimulus, they don't think about, okay, how can I like, what am I gonna do with this? Am I gonna make something good out of it, or bad? They just react right away. That's why they're called reactive. But yeah, the ability to recognize an impulse and then make the choice to change it into a value is what a proactive person is. Because reactive people are driven by feelings, but proactive people are driven by their values that are carefully thought out and they're deeply embedded within them. So yeah, you can see that diagram on the screen. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen, but that'll really show you what I'm talking about. It's really about choice, dude. If you're proactive, you'll make the choice to change how you respond to anything, and if you're reactive, you're not even gonna think about it. You know, I felt like for so long I was reactive, and I would just respond right away to whatever it was in ways that I wouldn't even think about. Like when someone would make me mad, I would just respond back with anger as well. But after coming across this, I was like, okay, I have to change that, because I don't want to be this way. I don't want to remain like bad. I want to change that, you know? So I started to be proactive. I started to practice proactivity and say, okay, you made me mad, but I don't want to put that back on you. I don't want to reciprocate that. I want to change that. Let's make this change right here. So I would just, you know, it's weird, dude. You just let it go out the window, dude. You don't close the window and let it bounce. That's basically what it is, dude. But yeah, we allow things to hurt us. We give things consent to hurt us. We make the choice to let things hurt us and affect us. And we, you know, going back to the parent thing, dude, the things that our parents raised us with and what they told us, it doesn't determine who we are. It influences who we are, but it doesn't determine that. Because we can determine ourselves in our own ways. We can be proactive in our own ways. But you give consent to things that hurt you, and it's that consent that hurts you way more than the thing that actually hurt you in the first place. And you know, it's hard to accept emotionally to say that, you know, all my life I've been living this one way, and I've been letting things control me. But that's how it is, and that's how we were raised, or not how we were raised, but it was how we acted before, and it's so important to make that change. I don't know. I feel like that's what it is, man. But yeah, things can hurt you. You can lose money, that'll hurt you. You can get hurt physically, and that will hurt you. But your character doesn't have to be hurt. You know, those things will strengthen your character. It'll give you experience, and from that experience, you can change things in the future. You can tackle your problems that are either financial or physical in different ways, and you won't let them hurt you, because that's really the letting things affect you and change your character and give definition to you. When you let things define you, that's really when you hurt yourself. But you can make the choice to not let that even happen in the first place, and that's what being proactive is. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the book right there. I feel like when I do that, I don't get when I like make myself read something and say it, I don't sound the best, and I stutter and I stop, but I do that anyways, I think. But you know, the whole stimulus and response thing is I have a list right here of how I use it in every single day. But for me, one of the biggest things is sidestepping negative energy, and what I really mean by that is is when someone says something negative or something that I that's rude or mean or anything, anything negative. You don't have to reciprocate it and throw it back on them. You can just let it go, dude. I talked about that like a couple minutes ago, but you know, you can be the bigger person, and you can choose. The stimulus is that what they say, and your response is how you deal with that. But in between, I'm always thinking like I can make the situation better. I don't have to make it worse, and I don't have to do this to them. Even if they did it to me, because two wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, it's basically that, dude. And you can forgive people. It's also about just letting things go, dude. You don't always have to get back at people, because letting things just fly out the window instead of closing the window and letting it hurt both of you. It's better to let the window stay open, dude. And it sounds so cheesy and stupid, but it's true. And when you start doing this, you're also gonna create change. That's literally how it is. You're gonna change, and you're gonna strengthen the relationships with people that you have. You're gonna strengthen your own character. And oh my god, it's so good, bro. Like you're not gonna take offense to people's words. Like, oh my god, when I'm with my friends or something, or when I'm with my family, even like my sister or something, and someone, my friend or someone says something mean to me, and it like, just subconsciously they're like, are you stupid? I stuttered, sorry, but when they say that, I'm like, whatever, I'll just shut up about it. I don't have to do that again. I don't have to take offense to it. I can just let it slide. Because it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? Why does that tiny little thing matter? I can just give them a pass, and everything will be fine, and we'll have a better relationship in the end. But yeah, it's all about choosing how you feel. And when you're proactive, you really show people that you have self-control. When you can choose your response, you can show people like, I have all this control over my emotions. And when people can perceive that and realize it about you, it'll make them think, and it'll make them want to make change in themselves. I don't know, you have to be really, really aware to do that. And like when you're also proactive, dude, you can make so many situations better that if you were reactive would end up worse. And you can build trust with people. That's back to the relationship thing. I do that a lot with my family. When they say something or that I don't like, I just smile it off, dude. And I've known about the whole thing for like this whole stimulus response thing for like, it's like January, so I've been practicing it this entire year, and it's made me so happy, and I feel like I've grown so much from it, and I've accomplished so much with it. And even the small things, that I'm talking about, like conversation and stuff. But you're gonna increase your influence. You're gonna gain respect amongst people, and if you're reactive and you're just letting them control you, and you're not taking their control for yourself. And I feel like, oh my god, I feel like so many people are reactive, and they don't even realize it. They don't even think about it. Like, I was too. I'm not saying that I still am not, because obviously I am, because we're not all good. I can't say, oh, I'm perfect, I'm completely proactive. No, dude, I'm reactive too. Sometimes I need someone to tell me, like I remember we were cleaning the house yesterday because my mom's friends from work were coming over, and then my mom was telling me a bunch of things to do, and I was like, my attitude was so bad. And then it was Dina who was like, Omar, your attitude is really bad right now. And I was realizing that I'm being reactive right now, and I need to stop So after she told me that you're being that way, I was like, okay, I gotta make this change now. I gotta change the way I'm thinking right now, and I gotta change my attitude. You know, I'll be proactive. I'll help my mom out. And then, I did that. I made the situation better. I didn't say no. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna do my own things. Screw you, mom. None of that. Because that would have made the situation worse. I would have shown how I can't control myself. My mom would have been like, "What the hell?" It would have been a huge hole in our relationship. And you don't want to do that with people you love. But yeah, dude, this is so important, man. I really feel like I rushed the whole explanation, and that freaking diagram I have on the wall right there, and I look at it every day. Like I freaking love it, and I'm just like, dude, every day is an opportunity to change this. Like if you are hearing this right now and you're like, damn, I'm a reactive person. Start from today. You can make the change today, and you can carry that change on for the rest of your life, and you can choose how you want to respond to everything. Even when, like, oh my god, it's just so crazy, man. You're in charge. No one else except you is in charge for your choices, and no one outside yourself can make you think, do, or feel anything that you don't choose for yourself, because that's your true nature. It's just that, with our paradigms and stuff, the way that we've been influenced as we grow up and all that, it makes us think that, we have to react this way, or when someone punches you, you punch them back, and that's not how it is. It's not how it should be. At least that's what I think. That's my value. I think the reality is that, or how to make the reality better, is to choose to be good in every situation, and especially when the other person is good, choose to be good again, and you will feel the synergy, bro. You're gonna freaking bounce off them, they'll bounce off you. It's all good, bro. But it's just so cool to think about. And like I said, man, I was saying in the first episode, I'm like, there are ways to be happy that so many people don't know about, and this is one of them. I don't know, maybe I'm just too obsessed with it, but I freaking love it, dude, and I use it all the time. And one of the biggest things that, I'm not trying to brag, okay? Shut up when I say this, but one of the things that people always tell me, or like people who know me tell me, is that I don't get mad a lot. And the reason for that is because even before I read this book or anything, I don't know why, it just felt like that's how it was, but I just felt like there's like no point of getting mad. Like when you get mad and you yell and you just do that, like, what are you doing? Like, you're not gonna convince anyone of anything when you yell like that, or when you raise your voice. That's literally the epitome of being reactive. Frick. That's how you are, man. You're ruining your own image, your own self-image, your image for others, how they look at you. You're just ruining everything, man. And ever since reading this or finding out about this, I'm like, I do not want to be reactive. I want to be proactive. I want to be good. I want to make change. And I just can't ever think about being mad. Because what's the point? Like, if there really is a problem, and you have a problem with something someone said or did, or you have a problem with yourself, you can just be calm about it. It's such a more mature thing to do, and you'll protect yourself, and you'll protect others by doing that. Because giving in to your emotions and empowering other things to control you is, again, being reactive. we don't want to do that. We don't want to be that. Um, but yeah, dude, being proactive is it's hard. It's something that, you know, everyone struggles with, and I struggle with that. I always say that, you know, with everything, it's always a struggle to be good. But once you make it a habit, because you know it's part of the 7 habits, dude. Um, it'll bring you to new levels with people and yourself. You know, and if you really like what I just read or what I said, check out the book, dude. The 7 habits. Yo, like, I was going through the book today, and like, like, in terms of the chapters that they are, like the habits each, they're like 30 pages each. It's crazy, man. It's not that big of a commitment to read. And on the ebook, the online book, it's like 170 pages long. The whole book is 170 pages, which is crazy. This one is like, it's huge. It's like 400 something, and that's because they added like a bunch of things and from other people in here to, like, you know, continue the legacy of Stephen Covey. But it's like, you know, the book itself, like the 170 pages, are all in here, and damn, it's just such a good read, bro. And I still don't think I explained it pretty well, and I rushed through it, and I didn't go slow enough, because I get excited about this stuff. I don't know why, but if you're interested in it, go read it. Go read it in the book, or go search up stimulus and response Stephen Covey, and you'll find some amazing stuff, dude. Some good videos where he explains it at a good level, because he's a professional and I'm not. You know, this is just something that I really wanted to share, and I try to live it every day, and be it every day. You know, the stimulus and response thing. I try to make things better, because even if you don't, you gotta try. You know, that's just such a big thing. Oh my god. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about here. I think I pretty much covered everything, dude. I don't know. I'm so tired right now. I don't even know if I'm talking like correctly. But yeah. I guess this will be kind of a shorter episode, and it'll I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one, but we'll see. But I do feel really good when I upload the video. Even though I've only uploaded 2, I feel really good after I make them, and you know, hopefully I can look back on this and actually realize that I did a good job. But right now I'm like, I might have screwed that up really bad. If I did, I'm sorry. If you didn't get anything out of this video, I'm also so sorry. But yeah, man. 1 week strong of the podcast. I really don't know what's to come, dude. I have some plans to make it grow, to make the podcast grow. I really wanna get guests on, and talk to people, and have some like real conversations. And I also want to get on other people's podcasts, and you know, maybe if I continue to grow, I can get on other people's podcasts, and maybe get like a, I don't know, like a CBC interview or something like that. And you know, that will help me grow. But until then, dude, I'm just gonna be doing this, and if it blows up, then it blows up. But if it doesn't, I don't really care. 'Cause you know, I'm doing this for the future too, not just now. 'Cause I know there's gonna be some people right now who are watching this who aren't even born yet. They're gonna be born in many years to come. But yeah, something's wrong with me right now. I'm speaking way too fast, and I'm not taking my time Damn, man, I gotta change that for the next episode, dude. But yeah, thanks for listening. It's been wasn't that long, this episode, but you know, I feel like if you really thought about what I said, and you're gonna try to take something away from it, you'll be able to do it. And dude, everything, it's all about you. You know, what you're hurt by, what you think about yourself. Everything in your mind is because of your choice and how you chose to feel about it. And that's really what it's all about. That's what this is all about. Because I'll say it again right here. No one outside yourself can make you think, do, or feel anything you do not choose for yourself. It's just that you were reactive for so long. And I was too, okay? Not just you. But we let it be a certain way instead of choosing it to be a different way. But yeah. Thanks for watching. And I hope this was good, because I don't think it was. But whatever. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm still going to post this, so don't worry about it. Thanks for watching.